Also, a flood of trouble remains in the Bronx, courtesy of a massive water main break there. Newscopter 7 was the first to bring you these pictures of the flood of trouble yesterday morning. Water swamped cars and businesses there on Mount Hope. It happened at Jerome Avenue and East 177th Street. Eyewitness News reporter Anthony Johnson is live in Mount Hope now with more on the cleanup effort. Anthony.
Hey, good morning to you, Phil. We're still standing here at East 177th Street. As you said, a lot of activity out here overnight. These gentlemen have been out here working, digging in the hole. They're trying to go ahead and get to the utility lines underneath the street. One construction worker told us that all of the utility lines, including phone service, all mangled and messed up because of yesterday's water main break. You can see the huge crater right on the other side in the middle of East 177th Street. It's a very deep crater. It's going to be a while before everything is restored back to normal. The water may be gone, but huge problems remain. Almost 24 hours after a geyser opened up and turned one of Bronx's busiest streets into a bubbling river.
When you're surrounded by water, you can't go nowhere. You can't get nowhere. We stuck.
You saw it live here on Eyewitness News this morning. Yesterday's morning break in a 108-year-old water main sent tens of thousands of gallons of water gushing along Jerome Avenue and left a massive crater in the middle of the street. It took crews nearly 3 hours to shut it off because the main supplies water to the entire city. The entrance to the Cross Bronx Expressway had to be shut down. Number 4 subway service stopped in its tracks for hours. And now, a day later, Jerome Avenue remains closed, littered with soggy stuff dragged from flooded basements. People spent the day cleaning up and adding up their losses.
I have $50,000 in damages.
But the biggest problem, aside from all the water damage, is that Con Ed has to go door to door to restore gas service to those 500 homes and businesses. And still, no one knows what exactly caused the century-old main to break. Once again, you're looking live at the crater underneath the 4 elevated line. It is an amazing sight. It is interesting to see how much the road is actually buckled right there. You can see how thick the actual macadam, the black concrete, the black tar is, about 1.5 feet, but that's actually lifted up from the pressure of yesterday's water main break. One other thing we want to tell you about bus transport, if you ride on the buses, the BX32 and the BX36, both of those lines still detoured at this hour. That is the latest live coming to you from the Mount Hope section of the Bronx. Anthony Johnson, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.